Well, we have a cold night in the Northeast. A bad evening to be without a parka, but we are set for football at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Tonight, we culminate pivotal Week 14 with a great Monday night matchup, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the New York Jets. 3 quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14.
Here we go!
Richardson going right to the air. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they proved their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they try to attack.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Browns take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, partner, not exactly the way they drew up the start of this one, but a chance to redeem themselves and hit the reset button here on their second possession.
And I do like that word that you just used, reset, right? In a lot of ways, it's just shaking off what happened before, starting fresh, almost like it's your first drive all over again. Go out and put your best foot forward.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Richardson looking to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 42-yard line. Richardson to throw off play action. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. The partner, this offense 12-0 now on the year following their latest victory. And during the week, a lot of folks making comparisons between this squad and the 1985 Bears. You know, they too were 12-0 at this juncture of the season before losing on a Monday night 38-24 to the Dolphins at the Orange Bowl way back on December 2nd of 85. But then they never lose again en route to winning Super Bowl 20.
And when you look back on it, partner, didn't it almost feel like a setup game? Because they were playing the Dolphins, and the Dolphins were protecting their franchise's undefeated season of 1972, that team. And you know what that team does. They love to celebrate the fact that they still are the only one to get through an entire NFL season that way. That was Dan Marino's 3rd year, playing under the great Don Shula, and they were motivated to keep that franchise's record intact.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Again, it's Richardson. That's caught. This is Abanikanda. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, They run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're saying.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Here's Richardson to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jets are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. And for the extra point, Cameron Dicker. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
You talk about this Jets defense.
And they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
And when you're getting ready to face the number 1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to...
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Go street. Warrior 70.
Richardson. And this one is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Throwing again, it's Richardson on 2nd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Come on, hey!
They'll try and power it in with Juszczyk. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. Now Richardson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Richardson now on 3rd and goal. Now he's got it. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
And his kick is right there. It's good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal is not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit, and to try and get to the ball even faster.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Throwing on third down, Watson. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
The Jets take over first and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Mustang 19. Ready?
Richardson looking to throw this. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game. As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On third down, it's Nick Chubb. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on fourth down. The Browns send out their punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards.
And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over first and 10.
Ready?
On first down, dive. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Here we go. Cowboy 80. Go.
Richardson out of the shotgun.
And for the 3rd time here this half, it's intercepted.
And the Browns are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
To throw is Watson. This is complete to Hawkins. And they work this out past the 25. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
On second down, here's Watson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
What we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Kenneth Murray able to record his 5th sack of the season. The Browns send out their punter now, standing just about on his own goal line. But he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And he'll take it just outside the 40. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
There is something to a game plan when trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. 33 yards. And the Jets are able to add on to that lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They begin this drive with Chubb, and nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And again, it's Chubb. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And now off to the races down the right side. He may go. Nick Chubb. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb. That's rushing touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on. Both sides moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. We haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to see all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all, but right now,
it's caught inside the 25. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one goes for 36 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Meanwhile, Richardson's throw taken in by Rucker.
So the completion good for 7 there, and it's second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Second down and 3. Now it's Richardson.
It's Kelsey on the ground. Touchdown, Jets. Travis Kelsey with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others.
And the Jets add 6 to their lead.
And it's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
They go with Chubb on second down. Powering his way forward. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
124 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now for getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And now Watson throws another interception. Picked by Jeff Okudah.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew's got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
1st and 10. Here's Richardson with it.
Flushed out right. And he's got some space here. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Ready?
Now Richardson back to throw it.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7. Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Touchdown! Travis Kelce, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there. Unable to do so, that makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. A shotgun snap for Watson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Browns are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Browns 21.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Browns 21.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports.
And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And, Charles, they trail here, though not really the fault of this offense.
No, they certainly did their part in the first half. But when you're in a shootout like this, you definitely want your defense to play better, but you know that's out of your control. All you can do, keep putting points on the scoreboard and keep giving your defense opportunities to make stops.
Second down, here's Chubb again. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
I know the speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Out of the gun, Watson.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That third down conversion good for 23.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On 1st and 10, Watson.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this third down. Here's Watson. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Jets will take over here just shy of the 30. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through in points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
Check, Panther, go.
On the handoff, Abanikanda. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved.
Crack all 80. Cup 19. Cup 19. Check, 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 check. 18, Pioneer.
Richardson on 3rd and short. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Here's the Jets punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Baldwin now to return. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. The Browns drive about to get started. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. And my goodness, another interception. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. On 1st down, Richardson. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. The second touchdown of the night. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Here's Watson. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. But we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are
struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes.
And now here's another interception.
And the Jets will take over here just shy of the 30.
The Jets take over first and 10.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Richardson looking to throw.
His throw incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football, and it's scooped up by the Jets. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. And they'll give to Abanikanda on the option.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Go, check.
Second down, here's Richardson.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It's now third down and 9 yards to go.
So they've been unable to capitalize on a great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9.
Richardson.
And he comes back with one complete. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the first down. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 4th down.
Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal.
From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, 3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Watson. They set up the screen to Chubb.
He's got room past the 30.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
Now on 4th down, they throw the deep ball, but it winds up to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Throws right side, and that's complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one goes for 30 yards. It'll be first and goal when we come back. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. That would give to the big fullback Juszczyk. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Kyle Juszczyk, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Jets add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Throwing on third down, Watson.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's fourth down.
Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on fourth. Desperation time. Watson on fourth down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down on a well-designed play there. That gets him 16 to move the chains.
To throw is Watson. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, a 22.
First down, Cleveland.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Watson now to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Watson looks to throw again. Got a man here, it's Bryant. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 14. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First down.
They go up the middle with Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb with career touchdown number 125, moving him into a tie with Walter Payton on the all-time list.
And the Browns get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. New York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Here we go, here we go.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
7 consonants, 1 vowel. Here's Juszczyk. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
Good for a Jets. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Cougar 19. Ready.
Now it's Richardson.
Looking left sideline, it's complete. Touchdown! A great play there. 44 yards. And the Jets are on their way to a sensational 13-0 start as they extend their lead here. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27.
Browns 28. Cameron Dicker to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, had he opted for the touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline, because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now here's a throw that's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And quickly they get to the line.
24-yard gain on the play. First down, Browns.
Up the middle, it's Chubb. And some room to work.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 165 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
He'll buy some time right. And my goodness, another interception. Jonathan Abram picks it. And the Jets are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. The give now to Abana Campbell. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43.
10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Ready, ready.
And they take a knee.
Ready, break.
So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hit 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
Ready.
Well, partner, under the lights in prime time, this offense, they gave the nation